Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's video, we are going to be revisiting the Piston House. That's right guys, so in the last episode I had started the Piston Pool, and you guys really enjoyed that one. You guys gave me so much awesome feedback, and some amazing suggestions as well. So I ended up going maybe a little bit more overboard than I was expecting with the ideas, and I put as many as I could into this pool area. So we are going to be checking that out today, all the things that I added there, and then we are going to talk about some ideas for the next episode. So let's head on back to the pool deck there guys and check it all out. Alright, so here we are in the backyard, which is basically just an entire pool area. So guys, if you did miss it though, make sure you check out the last episode as well as the episode before that if you do want to get caught up on more really cool piston creations that are in this house. And you guys can get all caught up and you can see where we are at now. So before guys, let me just quickly kind of pop a few things out here. So I had a few little items that I had created back here in the pool area. So this was just a little spot right here that you can use to actually fill the pool up with water. We also had a little seating area there and a couple other things. So one of the most suggested things, guys, was a barbecue, and I had this big open area right here. So of course, you know I listen to you guys, and I really wanted to do the barbecue. So we are gonna check that out right now. So as you can see, you can kind of see the seam right here where the separation actually lines right up. But we can definitely just press this button here and we can check out the new barbecue. And there we go, look at that. So the barbecue, it all pops out. Now this might look kind of strange, but you guys were saying barbecue bar, tiki bar things. So what I ended up doing was kind of getting a little creative with it. So let's check this out. So you can see at the front of this entire barbecue station, there actually is a little bar there. So you can actually kind of just walk up right here, lean against the bar. You can talk to the chef back there who is making all sorts of delicious barbecued food. And of course, if you want to be the guy cooking back here, we can easily just step up on the stairs right here, and you can see we have a very large grill. I ended up putting in some black and red lights there so you can kind of get this nice glowing charcoal kind of look to it. I ended up using a couple mods here as well to make it look a little bit nicer, at least with these side little cupboards right here. And oh yeah, look, there's a chicken too, so I guess we're doing like a full chicken roast on this massive barbecue. So it's pretty cool though. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. You can see it's kind of nice. You actually rise up on some stairs here, and there's like a workstation right here, and then it dips back down to the grilling section, and then it rises back up again for the secondary workstation on that side there. I also added some pretty nifty looking lights here in the top just to kind of illuminate it a little bit more, maybe if there was some nighttime. And I don't know why, but I added a chef's hat on the back here because I was like, you know what, you need some little bit of art or something back here. So pretty cool stuff. So we can actually press this button again and you will see the chef's hat actually slants back upright and it slides away, and then of course that false wall just kind of pops right back in place again. So, pretty cool. I am really happy with the way it turned out. I mean, that was a great suggestion from you guys in the comments. And of course, guys, if you ever have more comments or suggestions that you would like me to know, then definitely leave them down below. So, that is the barbecue station. Now, there was a couple more things that were suggested to me. We can actually walk over here. So, I want to mention as well, in the Piston House, guys, I'm usually trying my best to color coordinate what each switch does. So you can see this is the blue one for the big blue cover on the pool there. This is the brown one, which is the pergola right there that we can use. And some more over there, of course, that are color-coded. So in this case, we've got a little pink one right here. So this is a pretty interesting one. So this was suggested to me in the comments as well. Let's press it. Ah, there we go. Look at that. We also need some pool-related items. So I ended up making some little pool noodle looking things here, as well as some flutter boards, and it was kind of funny to make these actually. I was like, wow, this is bringing back some memory, guys. It's been a while since I've been to the swimming pool or anything, but pretty cool stuff. So this is a pretty simple addition to the Piston House. You can see some of them are a little bit easier than others. In this case, the top of that unit there is actually also the floor when it's put away. Another kind of cool thing about this is the lights turn on with a 1-second timer, so that way you can actually kind of see it go down. And when it goes back up again, boop, the lights turn on. So pretty cool stuff. Now, moving on, there was another suggestion from you guys, and that was adding a slide. So, of course, I added one. Now, this one took me a little bit longer than I was expecting, so let's pop the slide out. This one takes a little bit longer. Ah, there we go, look at that. And see how it does a little weird thing right there? I have a couple pistons right here underneath the pool, or sorry, underneath the slide, and it has a couple blocks which is welded to the underside there. So let's press that again, and you can see I actually have a little groove right there, and that groove kind of slots itself on top of the pistons, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to press it one more time, and I'm going to just get a little bit of a better angle here so you can see it. And there's the slide, and see, it slides right over top like that so that it can clear this section right here, because that was a little bit of a difficulty that I had with adding the slide, was it would end basically just right on this edge right here, because I didn't want to take the entire wall of the pool out. So that was kind of interesting, but I'm really happy, guys, with the way that this slide worked out. And not only does it look kind of cool and it slides around, but you can actually kind of slide on it. If you jump in the right spot, I'm probably not going to get it right now, but because in this game, guys, you have a 45-degree angle and you can walk on it, but then as soon as you make it any sharper, going up like 30 degrees, then you can no longer walk on it. So of course, if we tried and walking up the slide here, you can see it'll just kind of bounce us back over and over again. And every now and then, I don't know, every now and then, if I can even get on the top of the pool, I can actually hit the slide. Oh, there we go, look at that. And it actually does slide you right off. So obviously I'm landing on the pool cover, which is no fun for anybody. And over here, this is another little thing. So this, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is not piston related. I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, and I was trying to avoid using like a bearing only section, but I really wanted to add this. So you can see we can press that button, little thing pops out, and there we go. Of course, guys, you do need some towels. What else are you gonna do when you get out of the pool? You gotta hop out of the pool, come over here, get your towel, and then you can, of course, just put your towels away again and hang them upside down to dry, I guess, on the other side of your fence. So we can just pop those back out again, and you can see this is pretty cool. These are the towels here. I ended up using the modded like edge piece right here to kind of make a little striped color coding on each towel, and I think that looks pretty cool. Alright, so now moving on, I did add a really interesting feature. Now this wasn't suggested or anything necessarily in this specific regard, but it is on the same concept, and that is that because of this pool here, you can actually see we have water all underneath it, and that is world water. Oh, by the way, that's the diving board right there. But that is water that extends out past the world. So if we can just grab a lift right here like this, guys, and lift ourselves up, you can see I did start to add the island around this huge piston house slash piston mansion. And I have some trees back there, which is kind of weird, isn't it? But of course, guys, knowing this build, this is the Piston Mansion. It is not just any normal little backyard with some trees. We can actually pick which trees we want. So let's see. Now, we press the left one here, and you can see we have our nice little kind of birch trees kind of thing right there. Those are pretty neat. And we can actually put those away just like that. And if we press this one right here, you can see we actually get some palm trees way in the back there. Now, whoops, slide in the way. Now you can see I did actually offset the heights of these ones just to give them a little bit more of a natural look, and I kind of thought, you know what, that's a pretty neat idea actually, to add trees that you can actually swap out. I mean, come on, guys, look at this house, look at this mansion. It's so fancy that you can actually pick which trees you want. I mean, heck, if you wanted to, you could have both sets of trees up. Why not? I didn't even think of that. I'm not rich. I don't know, guys. But that's pretty cool, and I'm definitely going to keep adding on to the island that surrounds this entire mansion, because there's definitely a lot more to come in this build. So another thing I wanted to mention actually before the end of this video was that you have to be very careful with the pistons, guys, because I have been using quite a few pistons in this build, obviously, and just before I started recording this episode for you guys, I actually started having some piston problems. That's right, guys. Like, for example, this cover here, this really huge blue cover, it actually popped through this floor. It was sticking out through the floor. This pergola here was actually pulling right through that as well. The water that you can see here. Oh, and look, it just did it. I'm having piston problems, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Alright, this is weird. You know what, I don't know what's happening there, but guys, there have been a few piston problems. I did have to fix it by tearing out this entire section of the floor here and dropping it back down. Let me tell you, it was pretty frustrating. So I want to give you guys a fair warning. If you're building something with lots of pistons, be very careful, because you just don't know what is going to happen, and you don't want to destroy your world. And actually, after this recording, I am going to go back up my save right now, and I suggest that you guys back up your saves as well. Alright, so there you have it, guys. That is the Piston Pool finale. I think we are done out here, aside from completing the island portion of this Piston Mansion as well. So I want to ask you guys, we are going to be getting back into the actual mansion itself, and I want to hear which kind of room or room layout do you want to see next. Of course, guys, we need the kitchen, we need the bedrooms, the master bedroom, lounging areas, all sorts of cool things, the gaming room. I've gotten quite a few suggestions from you guys, but in today's video, down in the comments, guys, please add some more. Let me know by liking the one. If you see a comment that you want to see in this one, make sure you hit that like button, guys, on their comment, so that way I know which one you guys want to see the most, and that is what we are going to move into in the next episode. So, of course, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic. I sure hope you are enjoying the Piston House and all the other cool Scrap Mechanic creations. And if you did enjoy this build or video, then make sure you leave a little like down there to let me know you are ready for more Endless Scrap Mechanic. And if you aren't already signed up for Endless Scrap Mechanic, then you might as well hit that subscribe button, maybe even turn on notifications, and you will get the latest and greatest and craziest Scrap Mechanic creations coming from me. So, of course, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be seeing you in the next one. So, bye for now.